Hello, my friends. Amy Energy here with a tarot message for my air signs. We're going to start with a general reading for all air signs, and then I will clarify that reading for each individual air sign. So we'll start with the messages for all air signs. Then there will be timestamps in the comments below for an individual clarification for Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. Okay, so let's get into it here and let's see what y'all need to know. Please subscribe if you haven't. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up, and all of the links that you need to connect with me, to support the channel, to support me, are all in the link below. All right, let's see what we need to know here for my air signs. All right, wow, first card out here, Six of Wands, victory. Okay, wow, I feel like we could be in a transition right now, ending a cycle in our life. We could be thinking about how can I have a victory right now, right? We could have winning on the mind. Okay, wow, we could have a love connection here showing up, or wanting to connect with family, wanting to find a comfortable work environment even where you'll be loved exactly as you are, right? Wow, beautiful card here with this Ten of Cups. Advice here, Eight of Wands. Okay, wow. So advice here, we have to communicate, we have to take some sort of action to improve our situation here. All right, we have to take logical steps forward. All right, wow, this is getting to be a good reading already for my air signs. I love it. I love the Ten of Cups with the Eight and the Six of Wands. So all water and fire. So this is steamy. There's a lot that can be done here, right? A lot of magic that can happen. And there's something that we've learned here in the past. It's very significant to us calling our power back right now. Look at you calling your power back from any situation here. Knowing your worth with the Empress on the bottom of the deck. Look at that High Priestess. You know what's going on around you. You can see people for who they are, and that's why it's very important that you are in a loving environment, right? Because you're not someone who's going to be able to, just accept whatever you feel. You feel things, and I feel like you speak on the things that you feel with this Queen of Swords. The Five of Pentacles is coming out. The Five of Discs here, worry. So I do feel like, we could be having some concerns financially because something could be taking a long time here with the day trader. I feel like we're putting work into something and we're just kind of like, where is our results? Okay. And obviously there could be, a need to focus more on our health, getting outside, drinking water. But I feel like, again, you're seeing things very clearly. There was a lesson that we learned in the past, and now we're kind of processing this lesson, calling our power back, and seeing things very clearly. All right, but we may be, seeing where there is lack or scarcity, or we could be, seeing things that are making us worry here, right? So Princess of Wands coming out, though, for our future forecast energy. Some of you with the Aeon card coming out and this Princess of Wands, you could be a powerful medium or have some sort of, skill here, something that you want to show off, something that you're very good at, that you're very passionate about. But, with the Aeon on the bottom of the deck, I feel like it's also something that, this is something that it could be like a past life gift or something that you inherited even from your ancestors. Interesting, but I just see you showing up shining, getting acknowledgement, finding success, and this new beginning in the mind. So seeing yourself in a different way, seeing your world in a different way, being selfish, right? I feel like we might have learned a lesson in being selfish here in the past, in, you know, not in a negative way, but in a good way, of being able to, you know, care about ourselves enough to take the actions we need to take. Okay, but we could be very, air signs, some of us here are definitely going through it financially, or we're having to work incredibly difficult, like do something here that's really difficult, working incredibly hard. You could be really trying to get something off the ground to go in a different way, in a different direction here. I feel like you're being recognized, but even this recognition could feel like a lot. It could bring in a lot of work. So I feel like that's the biggest thing, is to kind of not take on too much, right? The 10 of Wands, we usually pick up those wands one at a time. All right, so some advice for you coming out here, air signs, is the 9 of Discs. That's the energy of gain, as well as the Hanged Man. So I definitely feel like there's something about our mindset that absolutely has to change before we're gonna get in the resources that we need. All right. And your advice here is to kind of go within and to, you know, take care of yourself as best you can. Be grateful for what you do have as much as you can. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into our individual readings now and clarify this message, because I am so excited to see what else wants to come out. So definitely leave me a comment if this is resonating for you so far. Do not forget to like the video. It means a lot to me. And let's go ahead and get into it now for Libra. All right, Libra, let's clarify this reading for you. Thank you so much for being here. Please do not forget to leave me a comment, like, and subscribe. We've got the Hierophant coming out here. So this is this could be a difficult situation here for you, Libra. You are being called, you know, really to embody these spiritual lessons that you've learned. And it's all about your confidence, okay? 10 of Cups here externally with the 9 of Wands. So we could be wounded about a connection here or a family situation. I feel like there was, you know, a shift in our perspective here in the past, but now it could be the type of people we're around. We're picking up a lot of burdens again. And look, there's those 2 cards, 10 of Wands, 5 of Pentacles. Something here is affecting our money, and it could be the people that we're spending our time around. 8 of Wands. Why is the 8 of Wands here? There's some actions that you definitely need to take here, Libra, or, you know, that I feel like you were called to take in the past and you didn't take, actually. Yeah, 3 of Cups coming out here. I feel like we need to communicate with other people, work with other people. It's like essential for us to connect with our community, right? I feel like we're not connecting with our community. It keeps leading us into disappointment, grief, loss, because we need to find this, I feel, chosen family, right? Look at this beautiful card. It's Pride Month. We're at the Pride Parade here. It's like, you know, not always our family of origin is our family. We got to find our chosen family sometimes. Look, there it is again, coming out. So, you know, there's definitely something here, Libra. Let's see. We got to call our power back for sure from certain situations, certain people. And you know this. You do know it. I don't know what's changed from the past until now, but in the past you were very aware. You were seeing people for what they, like, who they are. Okay, 9, the Hermit, clarifying 4 of Discs. So you're definitely going within, definitely withdrawing from certain people, but you got to still do this work and focus on something here that you really want to manifest. Because you know what you need to do, but I keep seeing you like just getting stuck here. Yeah, it's like you have good intuition, but for some reason you get stuck in the mind in these thoughts that will only cause you pain. All right, you could have dealt with a lot of pain in your life, right? You could, you know, it could be challenging to really get the healing that you really need right now. And I feel like we can't shy away from this challenge, right? There's something here, and I feel like we never make it past the 4 because we, you know, to go into the 5 is destabilizing. And I feel like it's just it's very slow moving here when it comes to our resources and even our health. Because I feel like, you know, I'm not a doctor, but I'm just saying in this reading, it seems like certain people we're around, it actually affects our health. And so instead of sticking up for ourselves or creating a conflict, we just go within. We stay at the 4, right? 9 and 4 is 4. 2 and 3 is 5, and 5 here. So, you know, it's like you're surrounded by challenge, but I feel like when the challenges arise, we're kind of not dealing with the challenges. We're going within, which, you know, that's not always bad to go within, but I feel like then we need to do something, right? We go within, we get answers, then we got to use that and do something with that. Okay, and I feel like that's where the problem's coming in. Okay, yeah, High Priestess here with the Princess of Wands in the future. In the future, if you can figure this out, I feel like you can really get recognized for something here. Strength card also on the bottom of the deck. So I feel like there's definitely a situation that you have to kind of go through here, Libra, that's not very easy, right? There is something that we are enduring internally in order to get this completion that we've been searching for. Why is the Star here for Libra? Five of Cups. Libra, I'm not sure what it is that you want to do. I feel like, you know, it's very vulnerable for you to go in a different direction, to go in the direction that you're called here. But with the King of Wands, there's no other direction for you. So you can either go this direction, let people judge you and do what they're going to do, or you can be in this energy of sorrow. Because I kind of feel like you're choosing to kind of stay in this struggle. Even though it's like you're going within, you're not going into the 5, you're not like facing it, you're going in with the 4. But it's still there. Like, right, every time you come out of hermit mode, that problem's still gonna be there. It's not going anywhere because we're not actually doing the work. We're doing the inner work, but we got to do both. Why is the 10 of Wands here for Libra? The Emperor, yeah. You know what you want. It's just like you got to be brave to claim it. It's challenging. Because you've known betrayal, you've known loss, endings, painful endings, and there is a painful ending you're navigating right now. So I'm not trying to be tough on you, Libra, but I do, at the same time, this is tough love, because I do feel like I'm really hearing that movie from one of my favorite movies, Under the Tuscan Sun, you know, when she goes through that terrible divorce and her friends send her over to Italy because they're like, we're afraid you're never gonna recover, right? Like sometimes even when you feel bad, you do gotta get out there and just do something and take those first couple steps, right? Yeah, there it is, Page of Pentacles with the 9 of Pentacles. You have to know your worth and take a couple steps in the right direction, right? 5 of Pentacles here, yeah. There's definitely, I feel, financial struggles that are coming right from, you know, some struggles that we're having with our self-worth, from our self-esteem. And it's like, again, back to certain people that you're hanging around, and you're the sum of the 3 people you spend your most time with, right? That's the saying. I'm not saying I fully endorse that, but I do think there can be some real truth to that. In fact, yeah, I mean, I think there's always exceptions to everything, but I definitely, yes, I feel that, you know, that is definitely something that can often happen. If you hang around people who are bitter all the time, you're going to end up being bitter. If they're in scarcity, you're going to end up in scarcity. So, you know, you really do got to go within and contemplate right now, but then you got to take the action, right? The Empress here, she's taking action. She's creating. She's making her world the world that she wants. And with the Page of Pentacles and this pre-Empress energy here with the Nine of Discs, you know, it's like this is where we're trying to get to, is this Empress energy. And you do, like, resting, meditating, and going within is part of it. That definitely is. But also putting the work in and facing the challenges externally is exactly 50% of it also. So we can't do less of that. We have to balance it out. All right, let's get your oracle cards here, Libra. I know this was a bit intense of a reading, but this is a beautiful reading. Look at all these spiritual cards here. Internally, you're in a very spiritual place, spiritually aligned, right? But your external world is not matching your spiritual abundance, because we are letting scarcity and fear control us at this time, if this reading is resonating for you. And if you are thinking of love, the thing you got to do is get an Empress energy first to attract your Emperor. And that might involve you kind of embodying that Emperor energy to get something going for yourself. Okay, because I definitely feel with this Emperor here, with the 10 of Wands, and with the Emperor showing up in the reading, it's kind of like if you're staying stuck, waiting for someone to come and help you, that's just a burden, right? You might have to help yourself and face a fear here, get yourself into this Empress energy, and then you're going to attract your Emperor, right? No gender associated with the cards. But that could be something here. It looks like that's kind of a story of where, you know, we're like wanting that commitment, but the commitment can't happen until you get in this very independent, selfish, sexy energy, so that you're not, you know, revealing too much, you know what I mean? So you're just feeling good, feeling sexy. Like the High Priestess with the Dancer, that's like really, really sexy energy. So, you know, I also feel like being vulnerable, getting out there, doing this creative work, this work you're called to do, it makes you feel very sexy to do it. And that's very attractive. All right, so what is Libra's strength? Earth and ground. Okay, that is your strength here, Libra. So I definitely, like, I'm not surprised to see that coming out, right? Because like I said, you're very spiritually aligned. I see you really knowing how to go within. Like, you can meditate. You might be able to meditate all day. I feel like the challenge here is actually to get out of the astral and into the physical world. Right, yeah, angelic protection. You do have protection around you, so it's safe. It's safe for you to go out, right? When you go out, you might feel drained, and you do have to kind of raise your vibration, because that was on the bottom of the deck, and I feel like that just... It's not really about, like, you know, you're doing anything wrong or like your vibration is bad or anything, but it's just, to me, it's more like raise your vibration with the angelic protection is like, you know, raise your protection game up when you go out, and then it will be less draining on you. And know that you can call on your angels to help you, so do that, right? Don't just be like, going out drains, or, you know, I can't do this, it drains me. Call on your tools to help you. Right? Listen deeply, and opportunity and change both wanted to come out. And I love this because it's just like on point, because listen deeply, but also, you know, you're going to have to act on the opportunities around you if you want to change your world, right? So it's both. It's that balance of both. Okay. And let's get you other oracle cards here. Your affirmation. An affirmation for Libra. We have, it is easy for me to attract all that I need into my life. I do this by relaxing and trusting that things are going to work out perfectly. And I feel like that also is a tool that you can take with you when you go out, when you go into doing something. right? Because you can attract whatever you want into your world. But I do feel like, you have to get out into your life. You have to start living your life to attract things into it, is kind of what I'm feeling. Oh my gosh, these cards want to go everywhere. Yeah, that dreams card was just coming out too, and I love what she writes about the dreams card, because like the last sentence in the book is, the dreams card is really about waking up, right? But we got Venus over the reading. All right, but this is a 5, right? Venus is a 5 here because it's all about our values, and there's so much growth, and it doesn't have to be hard, but it's not necessarily going to be easy, right? Let's get your music oracle. This is all work you're going to enjoy. It's just like we have to get out there and do it. That's the thing. Like everything in your life is good, except I feel like we're just not getting into the places that we want to be or that we need to be. Yeah, combining both worlds. Bjork, synthesis. I mean, I can't make this up, Libra. Listen to Bjork. The songs that you choose to listen to will have additional messages for you. But look, I can't make this up. We got to combine our spiritual with the physical world. It's time. We got to find our place. It don't matter if it's the right place, because maybe it's the wrong place, and then we're going to listen to our intuition, figure that out, move on to the right place, and then we're going to trust our intuition more, right? Every step you take here, you're going to believe in yourself more, you're going to be sexier, trusting your intuition more, but you have to take those steps, and you have to take those steps believing in yourself, believing in your dream, right? If you want other people to believe in it, you have to believe in it first. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and leave it there. Libra, please do leave me a comment. Like the video. If you want to book a one-on-one session, join my Patreon, follow my playlist on Spotify, right? All of the links you need are in the description box. Whatever moment you are in right now, know that it is a magical moment because you are there. Until we meet again, I love you. Take care. All right, Aquarius, let's see what you need to know. Please like that video and leave me a comment. Subscribe if you haven't, and let's get into it. All right, clarifying the 6 of Wands, victory here for Aquarius, all placements of Aquarius. All right, look, we got the Ace of Swords coming out here. So Aquarius, I definitely see you here asserting your will, taking action in a certain way, facing a conflict here in your life because you're realizing a certain truth. And I feel like this is an empowering truth, even if it is pushing you to maybe have to face a conflict here. Yeah, look at that, King of Swords. And I was feeling major King of Swords vibes even when I pulled out the Ace of Swords. I feel like there is a decision here that could be, this might have been in the recent past. There may have been a decision regarding love, family, or our friend groups that we were struggling over making. We had to make a logical choice. Clarifying the 8 of Wands with the 10 of Pentacles. So I feel like we could be feeling like we're a little bit stuck financially, like we have enough and we're doing work, but I feel like maybe we just feel like we want a little more. And it may not even be money, right? It might be like we got the job, we got the house, the car, we just want a person or a family. I'm not sure what it is, but I feel like we're just kind of feeling like we're paused, and there's just like, somewhere we want to go. We're a little discontented even though we're doing okay. Okay, yeah, we got the 2 cards wanting to come out here, the Queen of Cups with the 3 of Pentacles, and that's over this 4 of Discs. So I feel like you're taking your power back here, Aquarius, for sure, so that you can focus on a vision that you have. You could be quite intuitive here or creative with the Queen of Cups, but I feel like you are needing to honor your emotional process here, and that could involve you reaching out to support from your friends, from your community. And I feel like that's something that's on your mind right now a lot, is like who deserves your energy, like who really is your community, who's actually holding you up. All right, because the High Priestess is here. So I feel like you are quite psychic, and you could be picking up a lot of vibes, right? Even if people don't say things, you could be picking up certain things. Temperance here. So I definitely see you here. You know, I want to say mixing two things together, but I don't, it's interesting. I just feel like it's like, that's not quite it. We're just trying to create a path. We're trying to create a path forward. Like maybe we're trying to just like fight with our intuition, or like, what do I want to say? You know, it's almost like our intuition's telling us one thing, and we're kind of trying to like wiggle a scenario, right? Like, you know, I don't even know. I'm like, this is probably so inappropriate for on YouTube, but it's kind of like when, you know, if you were raised up like super religious and you thought that like if you know, touched yourself a little, you'd be going to hell or something. So you'd be like, God, I'm just like thinking of my husband right now, right? Like you're trying to find this loophole. Only it's not like that, because this is like real, like, and that's obviously like fine for you to do what you want in your private life. But anyways, that's the only example I could think of for like how this energy feels. It's like, you know, something, but you're still trying to find a way to let someone in. Like someone here has left you, I feel, feeling insecure, right? Even to a point where it might have affected your health at one point, right? Like you could have felt like just unhealthy, right? Not like you actually had a major health concern, but, you know, just like from the insecurity, and, you know, you might have just felt tired, drained. Page of Cups, because I do feel like there's someone here who is very cute and sweet. All right, but we could be making a choice, and that could be part of why we're worried, because we could have a choice to make in love. And we could be thinking, who's actually the most supportive person? Who am I going to really be able to build with? Okay. Clarifying the Dancer for Aquarius. The Emperor, yeah, this is your world. The rest of us just live in it, Aquarius. So you got to build the world that you want to see. You got to believe in the world that you want to see. And, you know, you got to show up and take what you want, right? Anybody else is going to get over your choice, right? It might upset people in the moment, but you're never going to live your full purpose if you worry about what everybody thinks, right? It's like, yeah, you got to move forward. You got to pull yourself up and move towards what you want. Not actually, everybody doesn't even need to know what you're doing. You don't even need to tell people what you're doing. But you're embodying a lesson here that you learned in the recent past, I'm feeling, and it is helping you to lighten the load. I see my Aquarius really are lightening this load, right? Usually the 10 of Wands, it all comes down, right? We can collapse under the pressure of it all, set it all down at once. But I feel like you're just taking a couple things off your list, and that way you can move with more ease and go towards something that you want here. Whether it's through communicating or, you know, just taking, you know, specific like intentional actions. Look at this 10 of Cups, clarifying the 9 of Pentacles. So this is really good energy. I do feel like there is a time of completion that's coming for you, Aquarius, where you're going to really be looking at where you're at and be really proud of yourself about, like, because I feel like you got there on your own. Okay, but there is some element of betrayal, of heartbreak here as well that I just feel like we are still sitting with. All right, there is a painful truth in this situation. With the Magician on the bottom of the deck, there could be someone here who is really, really good at saying the right thing. And that even could be you, Aquarius. And it's not necessarily a bad thing to be able to say the right thing. However, I feel like, it's someone could be trying too hard to say the right thing instead of just being authentic. And like I said, that could even be you, because I feel like someone here could be a little intimidating to you with this King of Swords. Because you do feel a lot of love for someone, I feel. But at the same time, there's something heavy in this connection that's like weighing it down and keeping it kind of stuck. And there's this lesson that we learned here that's setting us free, because they're stuck in a way that we're not stuck anymore. Because something here, well, we have this Eight of Wands in the recent past. So I feel like, we've done something in our life that someone we've been connecting with hasn't done. And so we're like, I feel like even in the past, we were just on a different page than this person. And I know that's super vague, but I'm not sure how else to express what I'm feeling here. Okay, so let's go ahead and get your oracle cards. Let me know if this was your reading, Aquarius. Let me know if it resonated. Please take what did and leave anything that did not. All right, and let's see what our angels want to reveal. Thank you, angels, for revealing to us what we need to know right now. Guardian angel. Okay, so this is your strength. I feel like you do have your guardian angel around you. And surrender here on the bottom of the deck. I feel like, it is a time where you're protected and you do need to surrender. I'm not saying we don't need to do anything, do any work, but I feel like, we gotta get a lot of stress off us. If you are stressed, I feel like that's just something that's not gonna help any situation. Whatever's going on right now, this is all part of a sacred plan. So you're moving through a very significant, transformative part of your life right now, right? So you do got to do the work. There is work to be done here, but I feel like it's work you're going to really enjoy here, Aquarius. All right, the focus potential challenge here is cutting the cords. So I do feel like there's someone here. We need a major transformation. Yeah, we're going through a major transformation, but someone here, I definitely feel we need to cut the cords so that we can move on and move into this 10 of Cups, right? And look, I love this because I feel like this is you making yourself happy, but also, not like you're going to be alone. That's also you with your chosen family, the people who love you exactly as you are. All right, this was we had to learn a painful lesson with somebody here, right? So this could have been in love. We had to learn this painful lesson, but now we can cut the cords. It was all part of the sacred plan here, right? Fog, we might not actually know why, right? Fog can be very blinding. So we might not see exactly why, but it's also very magical. So, there was a reason for why everything unfolded the way that it did. All right, today I choose hope is your affirmation. And from the music oracles, dedication, Robert Plant, you still feel sure. So listen to Robert Plant. There will be additional messages for you in whatever songs that you choose to listen to. That is all I have for my Aquarius. Until we meet again, whatever moment you are in, know it is a magical moment because you are there. All the links you need to connect with me are in the description box below. I love you. Take care. All right, last but not least, it's Gemini. Thank you for being here, Gemini. Please give me a thumbs up, a comment, and a follow. Subscribe if you haven't. All the links you need to connect and support me are in the description box. And let's see what you need to know here. All right, what does Gemini need to know for their highest and best? Clarifying this spread for Gemini, all placements of Gemini. All right, clarifying the Six of Wands with the Emperor. Okay, Gemini, you are leaving something behind here. It could be a relationship that you are unsure, confused about. It could be a family situation as well. But I feel like you are making a major judgment call and ending something. I'm just seeing 10s all over. And another 10 with the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, we're moving on from something. Or for some of you, you could be going another round on a wheel here with someone. Okay, so if it's a past person, you could be repeating a cycle. I feel like this is a new person. I feel like we've learned our lesson on a past person. We're showing up very confident here. We're communicating a lot, so we could have a lot of messages going back and forth here. Yeah, somebody here could be coming in trying to give you clarity on something, so they could be sending you a lot of messages. All right, but I feel like there was, there's just a lot of fear, a lot unknown in a connection here. Okay, so let's see what's going on with this Four of Discs for my Gemini placements. Five of Cups. Yeah, you took your power back from a situation, but I feel like we're still hurting over something that happened. We could be struggling to get over a situation. It is a good time to have people around you, in your community or in a work situation. Why is the High Priestess here? So I feel like we're working on our stability. We're working on something that we're feeling like intuitively called to do here, okay? And there is recognition coming in for you. But I feel like it's, in order to get this recognition, we really got to face our insecurities and start taking really good care of ourselves, our health, right? And feeling good about ourselves. Doing things that make us feel good. Yeah, because the Three of Swords is here. There's a painful truth to be acknowledged here. It could be involving our money or something that we do. All right, let's keep going. I don't want to speak too much on that just yet. Princess of Wands here with the Ten of Swords. Yeah. There is something here going on here for my Geminis that this is resonating for in the current moment that is a disappointment. It could be something that happened to our home or our finances. We could maybe be feeling like we have to move. But there is a painful truth, and I feel like here in our future energy with this Princess of Wands and Ten of Swords, there's it's like there's a new beginning, but it's really coming off of a painful ending. So I do see us kind of carrying this pain still into the future, but also here in the future, taking the steps to heal this, right? Putting ourselves first, even when it hurts. Yeah, strength. We're enduring something here. All right. Walking away from a relationship here for us, Gemini, is incredibly difficult. There's a relationship here that it's very difficult for us to walk away from this, but we have to put ourselves first. We just simply have to put ourselves first in a situation. That's the only way. Okay, yeah, this could create issues for you in your work, what you work on. Maybe you work together with someone in a collaboration of some sort. But it's only going to be a brief temporary pause because I feel like you're the person who brings most of the value to the table. So you'll be able to actually thrive even harder here, right? Believe in yourself. You do not need anybody but you. You got it all. You got these 9 pentacles, right? It's very easy to find someone to just give that 1 extra pentacle to what you already got, right? But the person you're leaving behind, they're going to have to struggle because they got to get these 8 other pentacles that you were bringing to the table. Okay? And I feel like we can't just always be nice. We got to leave people to do that work because you had to do it. Right? Don't give your pentacles away. Even when you think it's a position of power here, Gemini, you know, that's something that I just recently learned the hard way. You might think someone wants to help you. They've got a platform or a business and they want to promote you on it, but usually they just want to exploit you so that they can get the gains and the benefits from it. Right? And I'm not saying you can't ever be an island, but you got to make sure the people you're around are people who have the same values as you. That was the mistake I made, right? And it was my mistake. I can't blame anybody else for that. All I can say is that I am an anti-capitalist person. I, you know, don't believe in punishing behaviors, this and that. So, you know, for me, money's never going to be my bottom line. Maybe for you it is. Right? But you got to make sure you align with people who are like you, and you got to have these conversations. Okay? So Ace of Cups. Yeah. It's time to choose you to fill your cup first. Right? Because I feel like you could be further in life if you didn't give to other people all the time, because of course everyone's going to want what you got. Right? Everyone's going to want what you got. And that's the way of this world. This capitalist world is so disgusting because the whole model for everybody that they're putting out there, right? That's why we got to find different models, right? As a small business, it's never going to be my goal to have people working under me for me to have a better lifestyle than them. That's disgusting. That's absolutely gross and disgusting. Okay? But it's so normalized, right? So I'm not saying individuals who do that are gross and disgusting. They are participating in gross, disgusting behavior that will, you know, erode their soul in time. But hopefully they'll figure that out and get on the right path. We all got to do that in this capitalist hellscape, right? So I'm not trying to judge individual people, but it's about knowing who you are, knowing what you need to do. And I think, Gemini, you're a builder. You are someone who sees the world in your own way. Look at that. It's time to go. Chariot. It's time to try your way. You've been thinking about something for a long time here, and it's time to jump, to act, to end a situation and move into your future. You're going to be celebrating when you do. Put you first, right? Put you first here, Gemini. Let this painful situation from the past end, right? The 3 and the 7, right? The 12 goes down to a 3. The 3 and the 7 is also a 10. A 10 here, a 10 there. 10 tens everywhere. What's a strength here for my Geminis? Healing energy. So I feel like you've been in this healing energy. That's why you do know, like, you're compassionate. That could be, you know, we want to be compassionate, but we don't want to let our compassion, you know, be for other people more than ourselves. That's where compassion, you know, we have to have compassion for ourselves here. All right. So that we can heal. Yeah, cut the cords. That's what you're moving through right now. So you could be trying to cut the cords from past situations, past heartbreaks, right? Grounding in the here and now, in the present. And this could definitely be a job or somewhere that we work as well with the Emperor, where we are cutting these cords so that we can chariot go towards our vision, because we've had this vision for a long time. All right, look at that opportunity and change. It's time for change. That's what you're focused on right now. That's your work. You got to be courageous and brave and go down this new path here, Gemini. All right, I love it. I love this for you. All right, these are tough readings, but you got this. You've always been the person with the ideas. So you just got to believe in yourself and, you know, yeah, it's going to take some work, but it's better to put that work into you than to put that work into other people who may never even give you the credit. Animals, yeah. You could be dealing with some real animal-like passions, instincts. So this can be just those carnal type aspects. You could be feeling a lot of jealousy or, just sexual attraction. Maybe that's why we got to cut these cords, right? Because we're feeling just a lot of things, but, we want to honor our feelings. But also we don't want to let our feelings run the show in our life. Okay? Nothing is impossible for the heart. Love will always find a way. That is your affirmation. Sorry for knocking the camera, Gemini. And our music oracle. Last card for my Geminis. This deck is by Sarah Stassi, and there is a link in my description. All right, we have George Clinton, Expansion, Free Your Mind. So yes, cut the cords, listen to George Clinton. Whatever songs you choose to listen to will have additional messages for you. This is what I have for you, Gemini. If it was your reading, if it resonated, please do leave me a comment, a like, any support that you offer this channel or my work in general is very, very appreciated. The description box will have the link that you need if you want to book a reading, join my Patreon, leave me a donation, follow along with my Spotify playlist. All the links are in the link in the description. Whatever moment you are in right now, Gemini, know it is a magical moment because you are there. Until we meet again, I love you. Take care.